Hi, I'm Kevin O'Keefe, the Government Relations Lobbyist for the Independent Electrical Contractors Chesapeake. This will be an overview of the 2014 session of the Maryland General Assembly. I want to begin by thanking the staff here at IEC Chesapeake and the Legislative Committee chaired by Jack Wilson Sr. A couple highlights I want to touch upon. Some things worked out well for us, other things we weren't as successful, but we always had our voice heard. On February 12th, we had a great legislative day in which we partnered with some of our other like-minded organizations, the National Federation of Independent Businesses and ACA. We had an opportunity to hear from legislative leaders, the Comptroller Peter Francho, as well as members of the General Assembly who represent various districts where our members live. Now let me touch upon a couple of the highlights of this session. The primary thing that we spent our time with was trying to pass House Bill 1119 and Senate Bill 877, which would have created a statewide licensing for journeyman electricians. That bill came out of a task force this past the summer of 2013. Unfortunately, the bill ended up not passing. It passed the House, but it never got out of the Senate committee. Next year, we will go back and hopefully get better consensus. We had to work very closely with government representatives of local governments, especially Prince George's and Montgomery, as well as representatives of the low voltage industry, including Verizon, Comcast, and other industry leaders who had concerns how this would affect their operations. We had pretty good consensus at the end, but again, it just did not pass the Senate. Another bill that passed this year that we were concerned about was one which would lower the share from 50% to 25% on school construction projects where prevailing wage applies. Bottom line now is every project of $500,000 or more for school construction will have to pay prevailing wage. And a general bill, minimum wage passed. Governor O'Malley signed that bill into law on Monday, May 5th, and which that does, it will increase from $7.25, the current minimum wage rate, to in 2018 to $10.10 per hour, and there will be increments each year in between. Paid sick leave. There was an effort again this year to require paid sick leave for employees. That bill did not pass, and we did testify against that. There was a bill, again, House Bill 956, which was withdrawn, which we testified against, which would have had fines for prevailing wage would have stayed in the unit, the prevailing wage unit, rather than going to the general fund. We opposed that bill 2 years in a row because we thought it would create an incentive that could lead to overzealousness in fines. And there was a work group that was set up to deal with safety issues. And we have requested with the Labor Commissioner, Ron DeJulius, that a member of IEC Chesapeake can sit on that work group. And what it is designed to do is set up standards where before you bid on a state contract that you're certified in terms of your safety record. And another bill is that some people are concerned about is the Maryland estate tax passed that would tie the estate tax to the federal state tax. And the exemption will increase from $1.5 million in 2015 to $4 million in 2018. And then Maryland will match the federal exemption in 2019. Senate Bill 54 passed, and that conforms the Maryland Apprenticeship Training Council to federal law, and we supported that bill. Senate Bill 204, the Prevailing Wage Reform Act of 2014, would have expanded prevailing wage and tied it to local collective bargaining agreements. We opposed that bill, and it never came out of the Senate Finance Committee. So that was a win for the Independent Electrical Contractors Chesapeake. This year is the end of the term. The 2014 ended the four-year term for this General Assembly, as well as Governor O'Malley's 8-year term. When we come back next January, there'll be a whole lot of new legislators, new committee chairmen, a new governor, a new attorney general. So it's very important that we get together throughout the interim and work to get to know the new legislators as well as the ones coming back, so next session we'll be ready to have our message heard again. Thank you very much.